Hey guys, what's up? It's Zach back at here again today for Down South Racing, and I know it's been a while, guys, since you all have seen me on here. I got a ton of stuff coming up for you all, I promise. Just been kind of trying to get my own personal life in order, which is all to come. I'll let you all know. But today we're going to go over something that is an extremely controversial topic right now in the world of cars and automobiles in general, and that is SSC's record, or maybe not, that they just released of their SSC Tuatara last week on the 19th. The record actually took place on October 10th. So basically what has happened, guys, is they absolutely smashed the top speed record for production cars. One Direction, they actually ended up going 231 miles per hour, which is 27 miles per hour faster than Bugatti actually went just in their One Direction run, which is an unofficial run last year, and almost 40, getting on for 40 miles per hour faster than Koenigsegg's official 277.9. Obviously a few miles per hour to go till they actually hit 40, so a little closer to 30, I guess I should say, without a little less hyperbole, but obviously a massive step up. I mean, normally these records are broken incrementally. I mean, if you just look back in the past 15 years since they've been, quite a big deal. Bugatti originally went like 253 in the original Veyron, and then SSC actually, broke that in their original car, which was the SSC Ultimate Aero, at like 256 point something, and then, Bugatti kind of clapped back with like 268 in the Veyron Super Sport. And then, let's see what was next. Hennessy set the one-way record with 270.49. And then, Koenigsegg set the official record again at 277.9 with that one-way speed of 284, which, everyone just thought was mind-blowing at the time because tires have been kind of the more so limiting factor in the last few years. But anyways, without getting off too much topic, like I said, SSC absolutely appeared at least to smash this record. And so there have been several videos come out with some very, very good technical details. I will link below, but I suggest you watch all of them. Shmee 150, obviously a lot of y'all know Tim. He broke this down in a, new to him type of video. And, he shows basically that it doesn't add up, and what he was using was very simple math. And so what we understand is speed, at least for average speed, is it's the distance you traveled and the time you traveled it in. And he also put a video, which I will try to put in here as well, of the SSC run that they were showing on video versus the Koenigsegg run previously from 2017, and you will see that the Koenigsegg is traveling what appears to be slower, but gets there first. And obviously that's mathematically impossible. Super Speeders Rob kind of done a video on it as well, basically also saying all the same stuff. But there's another video from Misha. If you all are on YouTube quite a bit, you will know him from his Nürburgring videos, but he and one of his friends there also, I mean, they break down absolutely everything from a super crazy factual standpoint. But these have been in the, the past day or two, these videos. So today, actually, at the time of recording this, less than an hour ago, SSC North America released on their Instagram a link to a article by Jared Shelby, their owner. And basically I'm going to go over with you all what it says. It is at least some proof, somewhat. It's not necessarily proof because it's not verified by someone else, but it's at least their proof of saying what happened, and kind of what as the car community we are hoping happened. I'm going to say at least I'm hoping happened, and the other people who've made videos, they've talked about it as well. But basically they just mixed up the videos. They are claiming, at least, there's been no proof. There's not another video been released, but there is supposed to be a massive feature film coming out on this. Buddy Wyrick seems to be leading that. You all will remember him possibly from Salamandrin's channel. He kind of does his own thing. I know he, for a while at least, helped with Vehicle Virgins, Parker's channel. I know they have a disagreement, or had multiple disagreements, and no longer work together. But I'm excited, guys. And as an American, I'm really hopeful that we did break the record. But I'm very skeptical myself after this big mix-up, because this is not something that should have happened, to say the least. But anyways, without dragging it on too long, let's jump in and let's check out what this article says, and I will also link it below for you all to read. So definitely click on it. I suggest you do your own research. And like I say repeatedly in this voiceover of the reading the article, I'm still skeptical, but I'm going to have to see some further proof myself. And by proof, I mean an unedited video of their entire run. And obviously there will be many people debunk or, prove that that's accurate. Or maybe, we will get an official word from Guinness, which I'm very skeptical on if they will give an official record to them, even if they submit it, because I don't think they had the exact equipment they use. Like Koenigsegg use Race Logic and backed by V-Box and, all this stuff, or Race Logic and V-Box are the same thing, but, different stuff. So anyways, let's get into it and we will check it out. All right, guys, so here we go with this, and you can see that basically this was released today, October 28th, and they state basically when the record happened on October 10th, 2020, they did achieve the average top speed of 316.11 miles per hour. So they're basically saying the good news is they done it. The bad news is that the videos got mixed up, which is obviously basically the only thing that they could say to hold some validity and have some respect still, after basically Shmi and Misha tore them apart. Super Speeders Rob also released a video, but basically more or less they are saying that there were 2 in-cockpit videos and that the incorrect one was used, but as you will see, they had an embargo until the 19th, and then the news broke, and that they are very regretful that the incorrect video was used. And so they say basically that's not their intention, and that they intend to prove their validity, so to speak. And basically what they explain is that the car was tracked via 15 satellites, which anyone who kept up with this before seen. And it shows the gear ratios and the final drive of the car. And so basically Shmi, I did see made a calculation on his showing the gear ratios of the gearbox, which appear to be different in this. I will put the clip in here to show you the differences, but if you do go based upon the facts that SSC has now released, everything does seem to add up. I did also see that Shmi used a 335 section rear tire, but the car actually has a 345 section rear tire, which he corrected in the details. More information below his YouTube channel. So basically, SSC is claiming that they are correct, and they also claim a top speed calculated of 353, which is interesting because I know Life of Paulos and Oliver Webb kind of done a little collab basically, and that Oliver basically said that he thought the car would do 350 miles an hour, and you will notice that in 7th gear they say 7,700 RPM max limit. And that is due to basically where 7th gear is an overdrive gear. They don't want to strain any more components than they have to, because obviously once you are twisting with that force and you have to make up the force, being as the gear is an overdrive gear, things can happen, unfortunately. So like I said, they are showing that 7,700 RPM is the max speed that they could reach in 7th at 353 miles per hour, which is still mind-boggling. I mean, this is, like Rob said it best, Super Speeders Rob, is that, and, Shmi also actually, but I think Rob said it best when, he said that when you break a record, if you do it by a small margin, in this instance, per se, a couple miles per hour, that, no one's really going to look at it that much, but when you break it by over 10%, we're getting on for 40 miles per hour here, that, people are going to question and research heavily, and that both people have shown now the video of the Koenigsegg run versus the SSC run, and I mean there's almost 5 seconds difference, which is not much distance, or it is a ton of distance, I should say, at those speeds. So I myself am going to still need some more validity, but this is at least a good step in the right direction, and you'll see at the bottom of the screen recording also, or on the page, which I will link below, that SSC does plan to submit all their gear to Guinness, and so for an official record. So I'm kind of excited about that, but this raised a lot of questions for me, and this is in the modern age of editing and everything, that it is very easy to fake this. I'm still holding out hope that this is real. I want this to be real because I'm all for pushing the forefront of innovation. I'm very excited to see what Koenigsegg, Hennessy, possibly anyone else who responds in the coming months, years, however long it may be. I'm very hopeful that this is correct, and I'm glad that they are taking this certain step in what I believe to be the correct direction. But for me personally, I'm going to have to see an unedited film of, beginning to end of the run, and then someone who's smarter than me, or I may try to break it down myself, but you'll obviously see other videos, because like they all said, speed it's very simple. It's distance and time, at least average speed, and it definitely does not add up in the video that SSC released. So for that, like I said, I'm going to hold out. I'm still hopeful because I do not want to see anyone fake anything. That's just very, very bad on a company, something you will probably never recover from. So, like I said, very, very hopeful, but we will just all, as a community, have to see, and we will just have to go from there, guys. But, guys, I just want to say thank you all for listening in. This is my short little breakdown because I did just get lucky and see this on Instagram about an hour ago at the time of recording this on SSC's Instagram, so I did click the link, and, I read up, and, assuming everything is correct, everything adds up. That does appear to be based on the information they released. It appears to be correct. So let me know what you all think down below, and hopefully this does get validated. Like I said, I just hate for anybody to get caught faking something because I am personally a fan of this stuff. This is one of the things that I enjoy watching. I'm sure, as do most of you all. It's a little bit pointless in terms of how good is the car, but it's a record nonetheless, and records sell, as we've seen. So hoping once again that everything is okay and everything turns out well. Wishing SSC the best, but I hope that they are prepared to know that there are millions of people who are capable of debunking this. I mean, that's probably an understatement, but like I said, hopefully everything will work out. And guys, I'm going to leave you all with that. Like I said, comment down below if you haven't already. Please consider subscribing, and we will see what the future holds, guys. So until next time, peace out. Hope you all have a great day.